Hi, boys and girls. Today I'm going to help you with tonight's math homework, and we're going to look at the steps to completing the problem successfully, okay? So the first thing we're going to look at is we have a success criteria, okay? Step 1, we're going to identify the number that is closest to the next 10 or 100, okay? Once you identify that number, you're going to use the other number for the number bond, okay? After that, step 3, you're going to write new, easier math sentence and solve. The whole purpose of this is so we can take big numbers and use friendly numbers to make addition simpler, okay? So let's go ahead and start. Look at the first question, 32 tens. The value of 32 tens is 320. The value of 52 tens is 520. Okay, so I'm going to do 19 tens plus 11 tens equals blank tens. We're going to look for the next 10, okay? The closest to the next 10 would be 20, right? So I already identified the number closest to the next 10. I'm going to use the opposite number for a number bond. I need one more to make 20, so I'm going to pull a 1 and a 10. Okay, so I'm going to do 1 plus 19 equals 20, right? That's my new friendly number. And then I'm going to get 20, and I'm going to add it to 10. So 20 plus 10 equals 30. So my answer is 30 tens. Okay, let's try this one. I'm going to identify which number is closest to the next 10. It's 19, right? I need one more to make 20. So I'm going to look at the opposite number, and I'm going to make a number bond. Make a number bond. So we need one more to make 20 for 19. So I'm going to put 1. And then 1 less than 13 would be 12. So then I'm going to do 1 plus 19 equals 20, my new friendly number, right? And then I'm going to do 20 plus what's left on my number bond, 12. 20 plus 12 equals 32. So my answer here would be 32. Okay, let's do the next one. 28 tens plus 23 tens. My number that I'm going to identify that is closest to the next 10 is 28, right? So I'm going to choose the opposite number, and I'm going to make my number bond. So if I have 28, my next closest number would be, next closest 10 would be 30. So I need 2 more. So I would need 2 to make 30. And 23 minus 2 is 21. Okay, so then I'm going to do 28 plus 2 to make my next 10, my friendly number, which is 30, right? And then I'm going to get 30, and I'm going to add it to what's left on my number bond. So I'm going to add 30 plus 21 equals 51. Okay, we're taking bigger numbers and we're making it easier to add. So that would be 51 tens. Let's try this one. 28 plus 24. The number that's closest to the next 10 would be 28. So I'm going to choose the opposite number to make a number bond, right? How many more do I need from 28 to make 30? 2. So I'm going to put 2. And 24 minus 2 is 22. So now I'm going to do 28 plus the 2 equals 30. Then I'm going to do 30 plus 22 equals 52. So my answer for this one would be 52. Okay? All right, let's do some bigger numbers, okay? This one says add by drawing a number bond to make 100. Write the simplified, easier equation and solve. They already did the number bond for you. We know that 90 is closest to 100, right? So we're going to use a 10 to make 100, and what's left from 180 would be 170. So what we're doing is 90 plus the 10 on the number bond, right? Because that's my closest, it's closest to 100. I'm going to put 100, and then I'm going to get 100 plus 170 equals, okay, so 100 plus 170 would be 270. So my answer here is 270. Okay, it's all about making the next 100 or the next 10. In this case, the closest number to the next 100 was 90. Okay, let's look at this one. I have 190 plus 460. If I look at both numbers, I need to identify the number that is closest to the next 100, which is 190. If I add 10 to 190, I will get 200. So let me go ahead and take 10 away from 460. And what's left would be 450. Okay, so I'm going to get 190, and I'm going to make the next friendly 100 plus 10 equals 200. Then I'm going to get 200, right? 200 plus what's left on my number bond, 450, right? I'm going to get 450, and my answer would be 650. So my answer here is 650. Okay, so those are a few examples that you can use to do the back part of the pages. Okay, so let's go over the success criteria. Identify the number that is closest to the next 10 or the next 100. Use the other number for the number bond. Write a new, easier math sentence and solve.